You have probably seen thousands of people online claiming to make thousands of dollars through digital products. And you are probably wondering, how is it possible? If you're over 40 like myself, you're probably wondering if there is room for us in the digital space, and the answer is yes. Today, I'm going to teach you the 4-step process that people over 40 are using to earn an income online. Let's get to it. But before we move on, you need to know that you don't need thousands of followers. You don't need to be the most techy person, and you don't need to quit your 9 to 5 job yet. What you do need is a strategy. So, this 4-step process that I'm going to teach you today is going to help you through the steps of building this strategy so you can see success online. So, step number 1 is you need a message. And to define your message, you need to know, what are people reaching out to you for? What are they asking you for help with? Is it budgeting? Are you the person that always brings the favorite dish to the party? Or are you asked to decorate for events? Or are people asking you to help with prayer, okay? Or to help teach a Bible study? What are people demanding or asking of you? This is going to help you build or define this message. And once you have that message clear, then you can move on to the following steps. And let's simplify this, okay? Because I feel like people make it more difficult than it has to be. People already remember you, okay? People already know that you are the go to person for prayer. People already know that you are the go to person for lasagna, okay? People already know that you are the go to person for something, and they do remember you for that. So don't make it difficult. Just think about those things that every once in a while someone reaches out and says, we need you for this. And once you have that message clear, then we could move into step number 2, which is create content around that message. Okay. So now you're going to grab that message, you're going to define it, you're going to make it clear. Okay. Let's say that, yes, you are the individual who always brings that lasagna to the party. So you are going to say, my message is, I bring lasagna to the party. Okay. But let's pause. You're not just the person who brings lasagna to the party. You know the step by step process of how to make lasagna, and you know how to make it good. This step by step process is what people are missing, and the reason why they're not able to make it themselves. Okay. And this is where you come in with step number 2, and you create content around this message so that these individuals that don't know your step by step process will become interested in learning from you. Now, what does that content look like? Okay, so for someone like yourself who is the go to person for lasagna or for food, okay, I'm going to give you examples of what type of content you are going to create to basically attract that ideal client. Okay, so you can create content about your signature recipes. Okay, you may be the go-to person for lasagna, but you know how to cook a lot more stuff. Okay, not just lasagna, right? So you're going to create content about your recipes. Okay, you're going to create, let's say your content is going to be lessons in the kitchen. You can have your transformational content, right? And this is going to be content how you went from not knowing how to boil water to making the best lasagna in my town. Okay. So that's an example of good content that you can make around your message. You can create content about your signature recipe ebook. Okay. So the journey of creating this ebook can be part of your content. Okay. So similar to what I'm doing here, I have a series covering my journey of building a digital business. Okay. So similar to that, you can create a series where you talk about your journey of creating your first ebook, your signature recipes, or my signature lasagna or pasta recipes. So your content around your message is going to attract people who maybe want to try new recipes, or people who simply don't know how to cook and they want to start learning from scratch. Now, I know you may feel a bit intimidated about creating content, okay? And trust me, as long as your message is clear and you know where you're headed long term, it's going to be super simple for you to create content, okay? And as long as you know who this individual is that you're talking to, this is what we call the ideal client, okay? So this is a person that's going to be learning from you and the person that will eventually become your customer. And because content can be intimidating, there are ways that you can learn, okay? There are a lot of people online that teach you step by step how to record, how to save, how to do different things with your content, how to edit, okay? And I have a full module in my Purpose to Prosperity course that teaches you step by step how to create content in a way that's relatable and in a way that's going to drive results. If you want to sign up for the waitlist for my course, the link is going to be in the description of this video. Now, once you have a good community of people that are interested in what you have to say, that are interested in learning how to cook, maybe interested in new recipes, you can move on to step number 3. And in step number 3, you are going to create this first product. Now, you see how you can incorporate step 3 and 2 together. So, for example, if you choose to do a series about how to create or how you're creating your first ebook, okay, your third step, which is your ebook, can be incorporated into that content, okay? So now you're basically combining steps 2 and 3 together. So step 3 is where you begin to monetize, okay? And you're going to create a simple product. This can be as simple as my top 10 best signature recipes, okay, to start. This can be an ebook or it can be a mini course, okay? So depending on what you can do, either or is fine. Now, this will depend a lot on your time and the resources that you have available. I recommend using simple user-friendly platforms. One of them is Canva, okay? Canva is going to help you with the design of your ebook and you can use it for free, which is the best part, right? Also, you will need a platform to sell your ebook, okay? And this is where beacons.ai comes in. I love Beacons because number one, it's super easy to use. It's super easy to upload your digital products and you make it, put a link in your bio and you're done. It is super simple. It is the platform I recommend for beginners. So if you want to sign up, you can sign up for free. The link will also be in the description of this video. All right, so let's get to step number 4. This is where you focus on monetizing consistently, okay? This is where you listen to your audience, you listen to your community members, you listen to the people who have already purchased your ebook, and you decide how you are going to scale. So maybe your community of people, they're saying they love your signature recipes and they would love more. They would love a full-on course teaching them step by step how to make lasagna, how to make different types of pasta, how to cook seafood. So people are asking you, we want more from you. And this is what you're going to use to decide how you are going to scale your business. Now, you may be watching this and thinking, how am I going to do this? Like, I'm not tech savvy. I don't know how to set up sales pages. I don't know how to define this message, how to go through this 4-step process. You don't have to do it by yourself. That is the best news. You don't have to do it alone, okay? And it's also important when you're building a digital business or when you want to earn income, any way you choose to do so, for you to learn new skills, okay? It is not bad to learn new skills. And a lot of people in their 40s, they feel like, well, I'm too old to learn. You are not. You are not too old to learn, okay? Digital income is so simple to learn that a 5-year-old can learn it. So trust me when I say you can do this. Now, if you do need help with the step-by-step process, I do guide you through this in Purpose to Prosperity. Again, the ebook is going to be in the description of this video. And if you're wondering what Purpose to Prosperity is, it is a full digital marketing course that teaches you step by step how to build a digital business from the ground up. But not only does it include a course, it includes mentorship and it includes community. So we are going to make sure that we give you all the feedback that you need to make your business a successful one. I hope these 4 steps were helpful in learning how to earn an income online in your 40s, and I'll see you in the next video. Blessings.